Hi guys, welcome to this Microsoft Access module. In this module we're going to look at some more queries. The queries we're going to look at are make a table query, the archive query and the delete query, and also how to do concatenation at query level. So first of all, a reminder of the tables, table address details. This is the data we're going to look at. The first query is going to be make table. So let's try that one. Create query by design, add an address details, closing the box, bringing all the fields down, double click in, drag and drop, all the fields are there. And then this is the option at the top here, make table. So the table name is going to be TBL archive. So I'm going to make an archive table, click OK, and then run the query. It's going to paste all 15 rows into the new table. Yes. And there she blows, the archive table, which is exactly the same as the other table. So I'm now just going to delete that archive table. Delete. And I'm going to qualify this query. So I don't want all the records to go there. So if I just look at the raw data for a second, let's say that everybody that joined before 2010, I want to archive those records into a new table. So let's try that one. Date join field. So I'll just go less than the 1st of the 1st 2010. Click underneath that, picks it up as a date. Run the query, back to design, run the query. It's only pasting 6 rows, yes. Recreates the table, but only 6 rows, all people that joined before 2010. Close the archive table down, close this query down. I don't want to save this query. Cancel, don't want to save it. No. So that was the make table query. Next one, create query, query design, add address details, close the box, add all the fields. Now I'm going to use a delete query. So everything that was less than the 1st of the 1st 2010 I wish to delete because I've just archived it. So selecting a delete query, you get the where feature appearing on the delete row, and then I've put the date and the criteria row there. When I run this query, it's going to delete those 6 rows from the original table. So yes, I'll go back to the original table, and everything before 2010 has been deleted. So that's the delete query. I'm not saving that one. New query, query by design, add address details, close the box, add all the fields. This time append. So append to table. In fact, I shall do it the other way around. Just cancel this one off. Let's just delete that table. So I'll add the archive table, add all the fields, and then append back to the address details table. Okay. Everything stays the same. Run the query. Should do 6 records. Yes. Have a look at the original data. Back as it was. There we go. So that was an append. Delete that one. Don't save it. New query. Query by design. Add address details. Close that. Now then, I'm going to create a query this time where all the fields are just going to be as normal. I'll just do the query for leads, check, it's just leads, go back into design, and then I'm going to save this query and call this query concatenate, because I'm going to use this to concatenate. But for now, I just want to show you the problem. If I close this query down and click on that query and create a report, create report. In fact, I'll do a report design because I think it highlights it better. Go into the property sheet, select the record source, which is query concatenate fields. So this is a problem many people get in Access. You bring the fields on, title, first name, surname, and when you look at that, these boxes are always going to be in the way. Even if you get rid of the labels, it's very difficult to size these boxes so that the record always fits. There are a few properties you can play around with, but I think the better way to do it is to concatenate your fields either at report level, which I'll cover in a later session, or as I'm going to show you now, at query level. So if I just delete that, don't want to save that, open query concatenate in design view, and what I'm going to do here is just get rid of all these for a minute, because I'm just going to do Shift F2 to zoom that up. I'll call this heading as a title, then I need to do a colon, and then I need to concatenate the fields. So first field is going to be title, title in square brackets. Then I need an and sign, which is what I'm going to call as the glue sign. That glues text to a field. Then I need a quote with a space and another quote with a space, which gives me a space. Then another glue point, and then first name in square brackets, another glue point, another quote, a space, another quote, and another glue point, and then surname. Now I could do this for the whole address block if I wished, but that'll do for now. You'll get the idea, I think. They're all joined together. If I click OK to that and then run this, you'll see that these are now all in the same column. Now if I save that and close that and create a report, in fact I'll just click on report, they're all there in the same column. Now if I delete that one, don't save that, create report in design view, so I'll show you exactly the same as before. Set up query concatenate, field list, just got one, bring it in, don't need the label, push that over to the left, have a look, it's all nice and neat. Go back into design, bring this space tight to the top, have another look, there's my list. So see the names that are bigger, the box just allows it to fit in nice and neat. In properties I would probably get rid of these dotted lines, but that basically is how you do concatenate at query level, and to be honest the process in report level is very similar. So close that one down, I'm not going to save that. So that was a quick look at how to create an archive table through make table, did a delete query, did concatenate, and showed you how that would work in a report and why you would do that. So hopefully you've had a good feel for these types of queries. In the next session we're going to look at forms and what you can do with forms. So thank you for your time, and hopefully I'll see you soon.